Mhm. So welcome to the channel of RD Automation Learning. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the new H-1B rules that has been laid out by the US government and what would be the impact of these rules on the job market. So before we move ahead, let me tell you about the digital product that has been created that contains the list of the various companies that are hiring for remote jobs. So let me share that link with you. And I'll be putting this link in the comment section as well as in the description of the video. So this is the product in which we have consolidated all the list of the companies across the world which are hiring for remote. And there are also, at the end, you'll also get the list of the QA companies or the companies which are hiring for QA. So that's the thing. And apart from that, I would also like to update you about the automation testing course, which has been created with Selenium and Java, which includes real-time projects, right? So you can, this has been launched yesterday only. So you can avail this particular things as well, right? So apart from that, if anything, you have anything you wanted to connect with us about your career guidance or for reviewing your resume, you can connect with us on the topic. Fine. So let's start with the agenda of today's video. So it is about the H-1B rule. Now, what has happened? So earlier, the company that the amount that it used to pay to the US government for one H-1B visa employee was somewhere around, I think it was around $1,000, right? But now they will have to pay 100K dollars. That is mostly around 90 lakhs to 95 lakhs. It can round off to 1 crore, maybe you can think. So all of a sudden, there is a sharp increase in the number that has to be paid in the amount that has to be paid by the companies. So what does this H-1B rule says? So we have created a simple flow chart so you get an idea on that. And this is the flow chart, right? So this is an H-1B rule and it has been rolled out yesterday. So are you outside the US when your H-1B petition is filed, right? So if you're outside of the US, then you need to pay this amount and you don't need to pay, but your company needs to pay. Now, the companies which are already paying you some salary or the pay scale with respect to the consultant or with respect to the full-time employee, they will have to pay this additional amount to the government. Till now, this amount was negotiable. Now, this amount was negligible. You can say $1,000, right? But now they will have to pay 100K dollars of the fees for one particular employee. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay. If you are outside the US, then no, go to the next. Okay. Already in the US on H-1B. If you're already in the US on H-1B, right? And then if your employer, you are undergoing this employer transfer or extension, no travel, right? Then you can travel with I-797 approved. So visa stamp still valid and safe re-entry, no fee. All right. So this is the stage. Now, if you travel abroad, then visa stamp is getting expired, then you will have to pay this new fee, right? If your visa stamp is getting expired, you went outside of the US and your visa stamp got expired, then you will have to come again and you'll have to pay. All right. So that's the new 100K dollar rule, which is thing that you need to understand. And so far, this is a list of the companies which have been hiring that have sponsored H-1B visas as of June 2025. So you can see Amazon is ahead, all of them. They have sponsored nearly 10,000 H-1B visas as of June 2025, right? TCS stands with 5,505. Microsoft stands with 5,189. Meta stands with 5,000 plus. Apple, Google in the range of 4,000. Deloitte, Infosys, Wipro are in the range of thousands. Tech Mahindra with 951. So many companies now, they will have to pay to the government for the H-1B visa. The pay amount that I told you, it is 100K dollars and it is nearly 1 crore amount. So that is additional to what they have been paying so far, right? So now what would happen? What is the impact of this to the job market? See, if you are in US on H-1B visa, And if you are someone who is not performing so well, or who is still in the middle range, he has been performing average, right? Then you will be sent back because the company will not afford such huge amount of money for you, right? They'll send you back, or they might terminate your contract, and they might tell you to look for another job opportunities, because none of the companies, especially in 2025, there's a lot of cost cutting going on. Everywhere you are seeing this AI kind of bubble that is coming up. Whether it is going to be fruitful or not, or whether it would be profitable or not, that is the next thing, that is the next kind of next point of discussion that we have to do. But so far, if you see, due to automation, due to AI things, and now due to this particular factor also, the companies would undergo the cost cutting, right? If you see the job opportunities, right, the market, right, it is it is not improving to that level as it would have improved. The jobs are coming, but at the same time, if you see, there is a lot of layoffs, there is a lot of cost cutting that is happening at the senior level. That shows that the business pipeline is not that much strong. If the business pipeline would have been strong, then there would have been a lot of hiring at the senior management level first, because once the senior managers are hired, then they are asked to build a team of X number of members in next 3 months or 6 months, depending on the projects, depending on the pipeline. So that pipeline is not that much kind of visible, or if it even if it is visible, that is not so much strong, that I would say, into the company. So that's all things that are happening these days. Not only that, but if you see the job market with the senior members getting laid off, and those members are replaced by the experienced people, right? Still, there is not that much of hiring for the freshers that have started. I am connecting with various people on TopMate. They're asking whether they will get a job as a manual tester, as a functional tester or not. So I would suggest, if you are a manual tester, if you are a functional tester, then start looking for learning automation testing. Start looking for at least learning one of the automation tool, one of the programming language that you are comfortable with, and then you can move ahead, right? Because these all things are coming into the job market. There's so much of tremendous amount of changes. The job market has not been the same what it was earlier. It's very much dynamic in nature. So it is your responsibility to update yourself. It is your responsibility to ensure that you get those kind of things which are trending, which are in demand, right? If you are doing just manual testing, if you're just doing functional testing, start looking for automation testing, right? At least start learning. I'm not telling you will be learning in a day, but after 1.5, 2 months, at least you can start applying for those jobs, right? Now, see, the number of remote jobs would increase. At the same time, the people will be asked to work in the night shifts. And if you're not working in the night shift, then you might be replaced, because the companies would expect some amount of work to be done. So if you're not willing to work in the night shifts, then you might get replaced again, right? So these are the things that are happening in the market. So you need to be very much attentive, and you need to ensure that you are able to withstand what all things are happening to the market. So this is a short video on H-1B visa, since I thought to create a video soon, because there's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of wrong mathematics that I have also seen, and I thought to come up with a clear picture. And this flowchart will help you a lot into getting a clear picture of what all things are happening with respect to the H-1B visa, right? So that's how the H-1B petition is being filed, and it's a huge amount now a company will have to pay for one H-1B employee who is working in that particular company. So they'll be expecting a good amount of knowledge, or a kind of an expertise person, to have that kind of person in the company, and then only they'll be paying, else they'll be asking the people to move back, right? So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, but don't get disappointed, don't get disheartened. See, US is not the one country, right? There are so many companies. You can try remote jobs. You can also try Middle East companies. You can also try in Europe, right? There's so many options. So don't get demotivated, don't get disheartened. But now is a time that you have to change your strategy. You have to change your approach to be into the market, right? So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more updates.